So, Vortex, I told myself that I'm going to clean my house tonight. Do you think I'm going to do it? Do you want to make a bet on me? No, you don't, because you don't have any money, Vortex. This is my favorite sweatshirt ever. And I haven't even been to Miami. Remember that song by Will Smith? Welcome to Miami. I don't remember the rest of it. But I do remember, because I believe I was in the 7th grade when that song came out. And I just remember them overplaying it on the radio. That's what sucks about any decent song. They play it until the wheels fall off. But yeah, you know, I grew up in the 90s, and I remember when music was a lot better than it is now. But there were songs that were definitely overplayed, and there were songs that I thought were, you know, really bad. But I had no idea what I was in for. I had no idea how much worse it could get. And a lot of this has to do with technology and how they're using the, whatever that shit is. That thing that, like, changes your voice so that you're not actually singing. Auto-tune. Is that what it is? Auto-tune? Pretty sure it's auto-tune. Yeah, I mean, there are a few people in the pop scene and the rap scene and the country scene that have a little bit of talent. Not much, but a little bit. But it sucks because whatever level of artistry they had has been completely sucked out by the communist machine. Because once you are in the industry long enough, whatever talent you might possess and if you had anything creative or intelligent about, like, anything that was authentic or whatever, anything to indicate that you were, like, kind of smart, it's like you're not allowed to show that anymore, you know, because that doesn't go along with their goals. And I've seen it happen to, like, so many of my favorite bands and singer-songwriters. It seems like the only singer-songwriters that didn't sell out are ones that stayed on an independent record label. And you see that happen with directors too. It's like you're not allowed creative freedom if you're working for some major label or some major, like, motion picture company. You know, like, that's just not possible. I mean, I think the same is true of politics. So every once in a while, you'll have, you know, like, Rand Paul or Tulsi or somebody like that that's more, like, for the people. But those people will always get stepped on by the likes of Nancy Pelosi, you know what I mean? Like, you can't be for the people and be a bureaucrat, you know? It's just, there are too many odds stacked against you. I'm pretty sure that's why Justin Amash left the Republican Party, because he knew that it was impossible to change the Republican Party from the inside. Wasn't that on Independence Day? Yeah, it was. Donald Trump immediately assassinated him on Twitter, too. The thing is, though, people knock the libertarian philosophy, but it's actually not as short-sighted as people want to make it out to be. It's just people don't apply it because they care more about power than anything else. So giving that back to the people is like unheard of, you know? Which is why it's stupid to think that we can start like a people's party or something like that. How about we just take care of our damn selves and not worry about the bureaucrats anymore? How about that? I mean, I really have been an agorist for as long as I can remember. I just didn't know what the hell it was. But I really practice those principles in all my affairs more than anything else. Which is why it's been so hard for me to like commit to any particular thing. You know, that's why I've been hesitant to say I was a Trump supporter, even though I wasn't hesitant to spend $100 at the Trump stand. That's just because I have a vagina, really. But I like his fuck you attitude. But I prefer that fuck you attitude, you know, without Trump. You know what I mean? It's like, why can't the people have that attitude? Why are we relying on a person to represent us that has that attitude? We should already have it. You know what I mean? I hope you do. But I don't think that a lot of people like have that ball sack. Yeah, so apparently like the internet's down and the 911 isn't working in certain areas of my state. Can you imagine that? I can. You know why I can? Because I know that everything's bullshit. Like I said, just knowing that you're fucked, like, there is a lot of freedom in that. And you're not as mad when you realize that everybody actually hates you. You know, like, I don't expect people to like me. I don't expect people to find me attractive. In fact, anytime that somebody does, it really, really bothers me. And I kind of sort of hate them for that. When somebody insults me, it's like a pat on the back. But that's just because I've always seen everything the opposite way as the rest of the world. And it really wasn't until 2020 that I realized the glory of that. And that I actually was doing it right. It's just not very comfortable because everybody else does it wrong and they're going to yell at you for not doing it wrong. And they're utterly convinced that, you know, you're out of line and you're too subversive. And being subversive means you actually care and you want things to be better. Going along with the modern world means that you're a fucking pansy and you don't have the ball sack to stick up for what you believe in. I mean, people can get mad at me because I don't go to the courthouse and hold up a sign, but that's not a good way to protest. The best way to protest is not give these pieces of shit money. That's a way better form of protest than anything else. Not give them money, not allow them to rule over your life. I mean, I see that more and more. People are like getting off Facebook and all that shit. Okay, let me tell you something. If you're getting off Facebook and just going on Instagram, or you're getting off Twitter, just going on Parler, you're so fucking stupid. Just fucking kill yourself. It's all the same. I don't care who runs it. These are the same fucking people. They can call themselves conservative all they want. They're not. True conservatives are not on social networking. Except Hotep Jesus, okay? I'll make an exception for Hotep Jesus. He's the only one. My Hotep beanie is coming in the mail. Hopefully sooner rather than later. I will showcase this beanie. I will wear this beanie all the time. I don't care if it's 90 degrees. I will still wear my Hotep Nation beanie. I have a feeling he would love the fuck out of you. I love the fuck out of him. You know, it's like anybody that I love tends to love me, and anybody that I hate tends to hate me. I can't help but notice that shit. And anybody I feel so about tends to feel so about me. I've said this before. I don't care what side you're on. As long as you don't try to censor me, we're good. Okay? Just don't tell me what to do. You can believe whatever bullshit philosophy you want to believe. Just don't tell me what to do. Leave me alone. I mean, that's not in the cards for some people, man. It's not enough. It's not enough for people to disagree with you. It's like they gotta ruin your life because you have the wrong opinion. Really high caliber individuals there, man. Yeah, you know you got the right opinion when you try to get somebody fired. I mean, when it comes to cancel culture, honestly, I really like that term. I think that we should cancel all of it. Cancel the TV. Cancel all the phones. Cancel all this bullshit obsession with image and popularity. It's like everybody's in some stupid ass popularity contest. It's like they never left the 7th grade. Everybody that you see on these social networking sites, with the exception of maybe, I don't know, 5% of them, they all act like they're in the 7th grade. That's why I don't bother with all that. I'm not fooling with that crap. That's what we call tomfoolery. That's such a great word. Yeah, because you feel good when you say it. It's a feel-good word. Tomfoolery. I love how I crack myself up. Like when I watch my videos, I'm like, man, you seem so arrogant. You're just laughing at yourself all the time, even if what you say isn't even funny. But I amuse myself, you know? People that can't amuse themselves also can't be amused by the world. If you can poke fun at yourself, you can poke fun at everything else too. But since nobody has the capacity to evaluate themselves, they can't accurately shine that magnifying glass on anything else. So what they do is just point the finger at things that they don't like. But it's not really that they don't like them, it's they think that they're not supposed to like them. They've been told that they're not supposed to like them. Why don't you decide for yourself what you like and don't like? Whew. Literally everything in this culture is designed to just suck out your humanity and your empathy and turn you into some robot that just buys a bunch of crap that's not soul sustaining. And because it's not soul sustaining, you just keep buying more of it. And because you don't have awareness, because that's been sucked out, like I just mentioned, you're never going to realize that these people you're buying from are really selling you out. I mean, all these motherfuckers already sold their soul. They just don't know it. I'm going to attempt to drink this. I'm going to drink it really, really fast. Yeah, think of it like alcohol. Just chug it. Just chug it and then you'll be healthy. It'll be like the opposite of alcohol, but oh. Dude, I used to be a raging alcoholic. I've got some pretty wild stories. The vortex would be shocked by my wild stories.